thank you for being here today, Matt. Anyway, I'm asking you to unmute. Are you there, Matt?
Check, check. Yeah.
Okay, buddy. So the
And
share
then
screen.
I'll hit share screen. Okay. Can you see me now?
All right. Yeah, Dixie.
Okay. And
All right,
I've got
buddy.
a little
Take
red
it away.
line. Okay. Boy, so much to talk about, so little time, right? Each time.
Who
So
are you
thanks
going
for
to
having
call
me again.
Ghostbusters?
There we go. So I'll finish off on the Ghost Month stuff at the sort of the end here. Got a whole bunch of charts as usual, and we'll fire through it. So just the general environment, you know, our risk on, risk off sort of general viewpoint. This is our long term. I still think, said this, you know, last couple times, been here, was looking for a strong economic event. And we got that, and we dissected that last time on how and why that was going to happen. And this very 1987 style sharp sell-off and rebound, which seems to happen after a breakout and test each time. So we know we're still in generally a risk-on environment. Something I have found interesting was back here, what do we got here? March 9th, when the sell-off started happening, I noticed this pattern.
What's a fractal, Matt?
Yeah, this kind of M shape and take off back up to the top. So here I was sort of copied and pasted in a few different ways where things could drop heavily, and then, you know, the projection was before May for it to bounce back up and to just kind of ride into election season. And we've kind of been seeing that now, right? We're up here, we have kind of followed the pink deadly fractal on the way down, and I've just kind of followed all of the other fractals on the way back up.
Is that fractal from a certain time frame period, or?
Yeah, it's all this. It's all still the same 1 day. So I was extrapolating from in here.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then I just kind of dragged it lower to pull the ratio.
You're very creative with your work.
Thank you. So, and we see everything here is the actual candle prices here coming up in the black lines, right? And everything is still working its way to election day. So this is really the best chance that Trump can give himself. And it seems that they are pushing the market that way. So we have our risk on environment long term. In the short term, you know, I think things are going to shake up a bit once we know exactly who Biden's VP pick is, but Trump is clearly pushing towards an okay election day.
You think that's going to work? Say S&Ps are at new all-time highs, that he's that's going to be enough for him to get reelected?
Well, I mean, after this just absolutely destructive sell-off, I think, you know, anything in this range up in here, even near highs, is a pretty, you know, a pretty good feat of magic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So DXY, I'm sure people have, you know, talked about the sort of shape of the channel and, you know, the pressure, the sell pressure on it right now. What I did was this strong here and this strong downtrend here is this pink line that takes it just straight down, right? And if you were to take this guy here, right there, and this guy here, look pretty similar. So if you were to kind of go like yay or like that, both of them kind of take us to this first line of the sort of falling channel here.
You know, you're the second technician that I respect that came up with it with different methodology. He's a elitician.
Okay, but, there you go.
He actually has a target of 58 long term in the Dixie.
Okay, yeah,
and I mean, you are. Go ahead.
It's very plausible, right? Because I mean, we've watched these two large sell-offs happen last time, and you know, something that's interesting is if we go back to here and we're looking at our sharp 1987 style move into a new bull market, if we were to kind of postulate on that again as well too, we have, you know, the top here near 86, you know, so we have our 87 event in here, and you know, she keeps going down and then rebounds, and then here's our what is this 9/11 type event, right?
Oh,
And
okay,
yeah,
9/11.
yeah, well,
Okay.
both of them really, right? And
Right.
both of those events just pushed it down.
The
And,
only event, the
coronavirus.
Great Recession gave us a rally afterwards.
Yeah,
Right.
funny enough. And so the, coronavirus and probably something on the backside of that, 2023, 2024, I would probably see, another type of recession. So we had that 87 hard sell off in here, but the actual recession didn't start till after, during the rebound. I want to say right in here. So coronavirus, pullback, a bit of a recession, maybe things bounce, and then we get like an actual recession. DXY hits its bottom and then goes back up.
So
So I
yeah,
think
so
that's
you're
very
talking,
possible.
yeah, yeah, you're
So what
talking
I'm
about
getting
one.
at,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, so my general point here is that we're seeing, when we're looking at numerators and denominators, that the USD side is pulling back here, here, and here. So we should be seeing that in other markets, right? Is the other side of the equation going to push, the chart up, so to speak, as well as demand and other things like that. So natural gas is something we've been following for a long time. I just heard your other guests mention it too. I think I mentioned it a couple times, kind of in here and then in here, and we were just waiting for this whole pattern to break down. It has, and then we'll take the same one, and what we're doing here is we're highlighting my little blue bar indicator here, and noticing that we have this kind of big swoon into oversold. It comes back to overbought, it dips, and then the rally begins. So here, 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 with a blue, with a blue, with a blue, this green fractal pattern in here, 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 here is all very congruent, and it all somewhat comes off the bottom on a bit of a slant. And after its horizontal breakout here, here, and here, we see this blue bar print. So it's very possible that we're seeing the end of basically this natural gas bear market, and that any rally could very much be bought into this sort of, either a 3 drives here, or this was kind of a quasi 3 drives and then consolidation before coming back up to it'll probably be $4 again.
And the question from an attendee, what
Yeah.
is the fractal dimension of the structure?
I'm not quite what
Yeah,
is. I'm not sure. The fractal part is just meaning that everything that is big, everything big and small is just a representation of itself. So you can find a pattern on either the 1 minute chart, 1 hour chart, 1 day chart, 1 month chart, and chances are there's the algorithm of itself of the market makers are just making certain patterns. The dimension part, I don't know, time maybe.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Yeah. So, so we're, for the rest of this talk, we're just kind of looking at now, if the DXY is breaking down, is the numerator and denominator things going to be confirming that. Gold has been doing that, as well as just the political and economic environment. I am going to, I think, overall, what I've presented over, the couple of years of coming on the show is usually pretty bang on. One of my flubs is that I definitely thought we were going to sort of see a cup and handle on gold before it went, and it has not. So I'll take that loss, but I'm still holding. No, I did not an actual loss, but I mean, a chart loss. And
Okay.
what I see happening here.
What happens when you take a chart loss? Does your ego get bruised?
It depends on my actual positioning, So let's say if you're looking at a chart and you're trading, like let's say gold, buying gold and holding gold long term, maybe your intraday or swing trades are just like margin trades. So, you win some, you lose some, whatever, right? But no, my damaged ego, so to speak, would be trying to, make a spot call and then selling or buying my position in it going.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So this sort of kind of like.
So you're human. You proved you're human. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So I'm admitting my faults, and so gold has just been absolutely,
surprised me too, bro.
Yeah. And, we could kind of have this bit of a flagpole thing that's not quite done, or an ABCD kind of thing that's not quite done. And, silver, since making this chart a couple of days ago, I think we're up at around 28 right now. So we could still see this bit of a pullback and take off. But the point is these two are not exactly the same, but the same pattern is playing itself out. So really, you know, why shouldn't silver go to a new all-time high if gold is doing it, and you know, platinum did it? If we were to look at platinum for a possibility that gold could do something like this, pass all-time highs and then come back down, we've kind of seen platinum did that as well too before going absolutely crazy. So I don't think a pullback would be a bad thing for gold. You know, I don't think the general economic environment and how coronavirus is changing, you know, economics right now, or not necessarily economics, but the economic environment is changed things drastically. So to see gold pull back and then keep going wouldn't be a shocker, especially because we have.
How much do you think of a pullback we could get?
Yeah, I'm not even going to speculate on that because I already made the wrong call at 18.
Oh, okay. All right, then how about this? If you get your dollar target of 60 or lower,
yeah,
where will gold be then?
If silver goes to 60, or no, I'm not following you here, Jeff.
Oh, if the dollar index goes to your target of 58,
right.
Where do you think gold will be when the dollar's down there?
I'm gonna guess that gold is past 3,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Bitcoin. So we had this, you know, kind of a big protracted distribution triangle-y kind of thing, you know, that really sold off hard here. And we kind of did another distribution thing here that was smaller. So what I'm taking here is sort of the midpoint and coming across and noticing that it got hit down here, here, here. And on this way, on the way back up, we actually saw quite a lot of consolidation under the level, unlike these two that just got smashed back down and have broken above. So really structurally, everything above this midpoint line is bullish, and everything, you know, right under here where all the support was created. So what is that? Probably like 8,000-ish. Any dips, you know, that come back down should be extremely bullish for Bitcoin, and that in itself is bullish for crypto. If we want to extrapolate that and somewhat compare it to the last time, we had a bull market sideways and then a run up on our fibs past 50. Bull market, bear market, a little bit of sideways, came up. Any reason 50.
Since you're a crypto, you know, that's one of your bailiwicks, so you cover everything. Any reason why Ethereum has been outperforming and leading Bitcoin?
Haha. Well, the next tab is Ethereum. Thanks, man.
That's my specialty, segues.
Right, is reading my mind. So yeah, is so kind of something that's happening, or I shouldn't say happening, that's happened in the past, is a lot of the time people use this word alt season. It just means like a time of year when all the altcoins like Ethereum, and especially more so the small caps, like, you know, the penny stocks of crypto, just go crazy. And that's where, you know, money can be made. And a lot of the times that happens when Bitcoin is like really sideways. I think it happened a bit in here and here. And then it also tends to happen after Bitcoin makes a new all-time high and sort of starts to chill out. So in here and in here were really, really good altcoin rallies. So there was more opportunity to make money and more Bitcoin through altcoins then. So what your question about Ethereum is sort of posing is that, is the bear market completely over with Bitcoin? And if it is, then we're going to start to see, you know, some altcoins overperform. And then once, you know, if Bitcoin follows gold, and if, you know, silver follows, and yada, yada, and we see Bitcoin start making new all-time highs, altcoins are definitely going to follow. And one way that would happen, for that to happen would be ETH, because Ethereum is, you know, the number 2 and the number 1 altcoin, number 2 overall market cap and number 2 overall coin in crypto, is that would confirm that. And we kind of have seen that happen. So, you know, anything above this sort of block here, I believe is structurally, you know, mid to long term, well, long-term in crypto is sort of a misnomer. So we'll say midterm, you know, structurally bull market could be happening.
Okay.
And if that's happening, then people, I think, would, you know, want to take a look at altcoins. And what I've done.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Ripple. I was reading something about how it's going to be the foundation for most digital transactions. I forgot where I read it or exactly what it said, but the guy was featuring the guy was featuring an IMF lady or World Bank lady, and implying XRP Ripple is going to be a major component of when they go digital.
I mean, it's possible. It continues to stick around. It doesn't go away. You know, the Brad and the whole team is very involved with, you know, economics in general. It's just not some crappy altcoin that's staying in the background. You know, it's still very prominent and getting on TV, and, you know, they're doing interviews and all that kind of stuff. So they're in the public eye. So yeah. It's possible. This is a sort of a thing that I've been following. I don't know, I think 3.5 years now we've been following this chart, and it's just been perfect. So either Ripple has come up and is going to smash into this bottom of the yellow box, and then pull back for one last time for Bitcoin to go crazy, or it's going to make a break above here and then sort of follow ETH and Bitcoin and leave the bear market behind. So either way, Ripple is getting very close to its end as well. So the reason I popped on this site here was I've created this recently so people can just learn more about altcoins, and it's just altcoin specific. I've left kind of Bitcoin and silver and gold and all that out of there. That's all on this site here, coinstreetnews.com. So I'm pivoting this one to, you know, gold, silver, coins, collectible, Bitcoin, crypto tutorials, things like that. And then the realaltseason.com is if people want to go to learn more about just altcoins, which is more speculative, which is sort of the penny stocks of crypto. And then we want to wrap it up with Ghost Month. Here we are. So what is Ghost Month? Well, when is it? So this year it starts on August 19th, and then Ghost Festival is September 2nd. What I've said in the past is usually markets start to feel things a little bit going into Ghost Month, and then the beginning of Ghost Month into Ghost Festival as well is usually on the bearish side, and then Ghost Festival into the end of Ghost Month, things can turn, and then after Ghost Month, things usually get back to normal. As one side caveat here is that Equinox is going to be right after Ghost Month ends this year, and that is a very big turning point in markets from a Gann perspective and other cycles. So Ghost Month is very big Buddhist and Taoist, I guess, superstition, tradition, festival. So buyer beware. So they don't even they don't want you buying a house, a car, or anything. They don't want you selling anything. They don't want you buying investments. They don't want you signing contracts. Basically,
be
still. Spirits of the dead. Yes, the spirits of the dead are supposed to come, and this can, you know, result in anything. Apparently, if you die kind of normally, you know, there's certain things that can happen, and then if you have like died through an accident or something tragic, you know, these ghosts may come back and try and trick people or do bad things. So it's, you know, to maybe a very Caucasian Westerner that has no history or understanding of what this, you know, tradition is, that's fine. It means nothing to you. But it also should mean something to you just as a trader. So just as a trader, you know, if Ghost Month is this big thing that they are, that multiple Asian, it's not just Chinese people that follow this as well. You see in Taiwan and Philippines, etc. So they follow it. They want to be less invested going into it, and they want to then pile on afterwards. So, you know, it doesn't mean that every single year Ghost Month goes down. I believe there was somebody that did a study, and it was like, you know, the market went up 50% of the time during Ghost Month, between July and September. But even if it goes up between July and September, 60% of the time, it still goes down for the Ghost Month part. So it's still, you know, pressure, right? Okay. And so what else is happening? Ghost Month is generally August. So what else is happening in August? North Americans are taking summer vacation. Europeans are taking summer vacation. Yeah. Chinese, Philippines, Taiwan, all these traders are taking time off. So liquidity is low. So whether it's, you know, pumping or dumping the market, there's just less market participants, right? So it's the time for shenanigans. So yeah, good timing. Here we go. So the blue lines represent this is a weekly chart, so it's not like bang on the daily, but on the weekly, we're showing the line represents the week of the beginning day of Ghost Month. So here we have a sell-off into Ghost Month and sideways, and then a bull market. So after this bull market, we had some consolidation, sell-off into Ghost Month, this 2 weeks prior, a little bit of consolidation and a return to the bear market. This was one of the rare times where we had a bull market into Ghost Month, but what happens for these, you know, for this month right in here? Ghost Month starts, it sells off, and we have a little sideways, things continue. This one actually does go up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, this one.
Good one, yeah.
Consolidation, sell off. Consolidation, sell off. Consolidation, sell off. In a raging bull market, a top that rolls over and keeps going. Consolidation, you know, a little sell off into Ghost Month and consolidation. A little sell off, consolidation, and down. So it's even in the bull markets, you know, we'll say, you know, if this is a downtrend line coming across here, that 1, 2, 3. So we saw 3 Ghost Months and 1 bull market, and each time it, you know, rolled over and gave us better buying opportunities.
Buy Casper on weakness.
Yes, and Bitcoin being very Asian dominant. You know, Bitcoin mining is very China centric, less than it was, but still over 50% as far as I know. And so the market participants believe it, and just because you don't, you know, not necessarily you, but, you know, I'm just going to say, you know, the blanket sort of Western trader, just because you don't believe it doesn't mean that it doesn't have importance in the market. So if other people are going to act on it, it's just a piece of information that is deadly, especially because this is pulling liquidity out of the market between North Americans and Europeans on vacation, and you know, 1.5 billion Asians taking it easy. That's a lot less liquidity in the market. Okay. So yeah, that's sort of my presentation this month.
All right, another great one, Matt. So
thanks, bud.
I really appreciate you coming. And what's the best way for people to, you know, stay in touch with you, follow your work?
Sure, yeah.
You're one of the best I have on.
Thanks a lot. So yeah, so you can, my main profile here is DJ Thistle 01. This kind of covers everything and a lot of political commentary. I try and keep it neutral. I was very involved in politics. I used to be a candidate, a party president, a major fundraiser. So I was very involved with politics, and I just think it's all a scam. I made it high enough up the chain to just see that there's really no good people. So I try and critique both sides of the coin, and, you know, so chances are everyone's going to hate me if you follow me long enough. You can follow my gold, silver, Bitcoin, all that kind of stuff on coinstreetnews.com. And then you can come learn more about altcoins at therealaltseason.com. The pinned post here is kind of got sort of where the history of it all started was, and a good article on trading just altcoins here for people to check out.
Okay, DJ gave me a great joke to end the interview on. Why did the ghosts go into the bar?
I don't know, Dale. Why did the ghosts go in the bar?
For the booze.
Oh, boo. Terrible.
All right, buddy. Well, good hunting. let's
Okay,
get back
thank you.
together. You know, kind of around another scary time, maybe towards the end of October, huh?
Sounds good, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every 3 or 4 months. Sounds good,
All right.
bud.
Yeah, and
Okay.
thank you very much, buddy.
Thanks for
Who
having
do you
me.
like who do you think's going to win? You think Trump's going to win?
You know, you
Because
asked
of
me that
30
six
point.
months ago. You asked me that 6 months ago. I say without a doubt. You know, right now it's not looking very good. There's a lot of time left in terms of politics. This is
Yeah.
eons, right?
October
Uh,
surprises, all that stuff.
October surprises.
Yeah.
You know, so for people to watch out, you know, the VP pick is going to be important. When Sanders was really in the lead there, the market hated it. The market
Yeah.
will like Biden more, but the
Yeah.
market, it's probably going to be, you know, an African American woman is generally going to
Yeah.
be the pick. So probably Rice or Harris. I think the market would like Rice more than Harris. You know, if he did something
Yeah.
stupid like pick Elizabeth Warren, it would be terrible. I think Hillary Clinton is supposed to have something where she's supposed, it's not like Hillary Clinton on trial, but she is supposed to give testimony for something, I believe, in September. So I don't know if that's going to change anything.
Well, how about
There's just,
COVID? How about COVID?
yeah, it's just a total clusterfuck right now. And it's
Yeah.
really too bad because, you
You're
know,
not in the U.S., are you? Yeah.
no, I'm in Canada, but I'm very
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
to the U.S. border, and the whole reason that it came up was because of Seattle, and our border is still closed, and there's no, yeah, it's not going to be opening anytime soon because it's just that bad. And the whole
Yeah.
West Coast, you know, Seattle, Portland, and L.A., and you know,
Yeah.
Berkeley area especially, you got this whole Antifa crap going on too. Like that's not good for the markets. Like this is just they're openly chanting for communism and have red sickles spray painted on their helmets and shields. Like I don't understand how people are supporting
Yeah.
this. This isn't. Yeah,
I
it's
know.
not about being
Okay.
capitalism. Yeah. Anyway,
It's crazy. Anyway,
it's
I
crazy.
was
It is crazy.
interested in your views. Thank you. Very stunning dollar call that you're making. So
Yeah, we'll see.
appreciate those fractals you showed, Matt. So my trading warrior brother, good hunting, and let's get back together in the fall.
Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
All right, so that's a wrap, everyone. We'll see you for the NFP. Trade the NFP with us, and remember, don't just count your pips, even if you're a ghost. I don't know if they care about pips, but count your blessings. Adios, everyone. See ya. You're welcome, Sam. See you guys.